6 o'clock on May 6th, 2015. I'd like to call this meeting to order. In the interest of time, I'm going to bypass the introduction of members as well as the statement of duties. First of all, for the members of Zoning Board of Appeals, are there any changes to the agenda?
None, Mr. Chairman.
If not, the agenda stands as presented. Do I have a motion for approval of the minutes from our March 4th meeting, please?
So moved. Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Busalides?
Yes.
Rydell?
Yes.
Souls?
Yes.
Beck?
Yes.
Sutton?
Yes. We have no unfinished business. We have 2 appeals, and I would like to read them both into the record. First of all, appeal number 1239-15. Applicant and owner Steve Michael, 2546 58th Street Northeast, Canton, Ohio 44721, requests the following: to construct a 26-foot by 32-foot, 832 square foot detached accessory building on the property located at 2546 58th Street Northeast, Canton, Ohio 44721, parcel number 52-07583. 180 square foot size variance required, 652 square foot permitted, 832 square foot requested. Article 6, Section 602.5A, Number 1, accessory uses, buildings and structures. The property is zoned R1, single-family residential district, and is located in the southwest quarter of Section 14. Secondly, we have appeal number 1240-15. Applicant Stacy Rich, 712 Duber Avenue Southwest, Canton, Ohio 44706, and owner Helen and Gus Petrakis, 4130 50th Street Northwest, Canton, Ohio 44718. Requests a conditional use permit for a child daycare center on a property located at 3110 Whipple Avenue Northwest, Canton, Ohio 44718. Parcel number 52-18773. Conditional use permit for a child daycare center. Article 7, Section 713.2b, conditionally permitted uses. The property is zoned B2 General Business District and is located in the southwest quarter of Section 30. I will now read the fire department comments into the record. For appeal number 1239-15, the request for a variance has been reviewed and there are no recommendations or suggestions regarding the appeal. Appeal number 1240-15, the site has been reviewed. The facility will be required to comply with current Ohio fire codes, current Ohio building codes, and work with the Stark County Building Department to obtain a change of use and certificate of occupancy. Scott L. Kelly, Inspector, Division of Inspections and Investigations. Okay, the process we will follow here is the individuals who wish to make a presentation. Would you please stand so I can administer the oath? Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the information you are about to present is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge and belief?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, for appeal number 1239-15, someone wishes to speak in favor of the appeal, step up to the podium, sign your name and address, and state your name and address for the record, please.
Okay. My name is Stephen Michael, and my address is 2546 58th Street. sure what I'm doing.
Discuss the reason for your request, please.
Well, I currently just bought this house. It has a smaller attached 2-car garage. I have personally right now 3 vehicles, plus I am looking into restoring a vintage Mustang with my dad and son. So that doesn't work in an attached 2-car garage. So I would like to build a garage onto it. Now with the allotted size, I'm only allowed another small, tight 2-car garage. So I'm hoping to go a little bit bigger to allow to have room so I can keep everything in the structure that I have. Without having to put anything outside, store a vehicle outside or anything. I can maintain everything inside the garage.
Okay. Are there any questions from any members of the board?
How come you can't make it 652 square feet to meet zoning?
Well, it would really limit me. If I put it in there and I go for it, I would have basically room for the 2 vehicles and that would be it. And I would have no room for lawn mowers, anything else with it, and then therefore stuff would have to be put outside. If I could make the building just a little bit bigger, I'd be able to keep everything in and keep everything.
Don't you already have the 2-car garage?
Yes, but I also have 2 cars in the 2-car garage.
Okay. So how many other cars do you have?
I currently have 3. I'm in the process of getting a 65 Mustang to restore.
So it's essentially just additional space for your storage?
Yes.
So that it won't have to be outside or require an additional structure for keeping it inside?
Yes.
Now, you're on the cul-de-sac, right? Kind of back in the
Yes, sir.
cul-de-sac? Pretty large lot, it looks like.
Yes, it's a rather large triangular lot, one of the bigger.
You talked to any of your neighbors? Any of your neighbors have any issues or problems with this?
No, I've talked to everyone that is pretty much landlocked with me, and none of them have any issues with it.
Will be constructed in accordance with the design of your existing home, so that it kind of matches and meets up with it?
Yes,
Looks like?
yeah, the roof line is going to run the same. It's going to be slightly staggered off to the back of it. The roof pitch will be the same, and the coloring will be corresponding.
Thanks.
There's no current storage structure out there right now, is there?
There is a small, I believe it's like an 8x10 shed that will be removed.
It will be gone.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong property. Okay. So the stuff that's currently in the shed then is, you're asking for that additional space that will be taken out of there and put into the new structure.
Yes.
So we're swapping out a relatively larger structure for a smaller structure.
Correct.
Any further questions? Thank you, sir. Is there anyone who wishes to speak against the appeal? Seeing none, is there a motion from the board?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Whereas applicant under Stephen Michael, 2546 58th Street Northeast, Canton, Ohio 44721, requests the following to construct a 26-foot by 32-foot, 832 square feet detached accessory building on the property located at 2546 58th Street Northeast, Canton, Ohio 44721, parcel number 52-07583. 180 square foot size variance required, 652 foot permitted, 832 square foot requested. Whereas the applicant or representative has appeared in person before this board at an adjudication hearing on said application, and the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals has duly considered this application pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code, section 519.14, and now therefore be it hereby resolved by the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals to grant the following: 180 square foot Size variance required, 652 square feet permitted, 832 square feet requested.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. I think it's fair to state that the reason for this motion is that the applicant will be able to maintain a quality appearance and have enough room to not have things outside and detracting from the general appearance of the neighborhood.
I guess my comment is I think you're close on meeting our requirements for practical difficulties. I don't know if you necessarily get there all the way, but I think you're right about there. But the issue is you're on the cul-de-sac. I think the location where you are is sufficient size of that property that would accommodate that. So I would be in favor.
Roll call vote, please.
Pusalides?
Yes.
Rechel?
Yes.
Souls?
Yes.
Beck?
Yes.
Sutton?
Yes. Your appeal is granted, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay, the second appeal. Would you again please state your name, your address, and sign in on the sheet at the podium, please?
My name is Stacy Rich, and I live at 712 Duber Avenue, Southwest Canton, and the property is 3110 Whipple Avenue, Northwest.
Mr. Chairman, if I may impose just a moment. Mr. Michael, you're free to stay for her appeal, or you're free to go.
Okay. Thank you. Good luck.
Continue.
As soon as you're ready.
My dream is to open up a child care center. That's what I'd like to do in this area. I know that there was one there before. My plans are to, right now, just start small and maybe grow a little bit bigger as time goes on. My age group is going to be starting with the 2.5-year-olds to 5-year-olds. I'll have 2 rooms, 2 preschool rooms. And then there will be 2 playgrounds out back, one for smaller children, one for the bigger children, fenced in. Those are my plans for the area.
Okay, what is in the facility now?
There is a shopping center in there now, and I'm actually only going to be having one of the suites that are in there. On the right side is a dog grooming center, and on the left side there are 2 Lucky Sevens. They're like, kind of,
Game room type thing. Non-game room type thing.
yeah, whatever you want.
And the suites you're going to be occupied for the daycare center are now empty?
Yes, it is empty. It used to be, I believe, the nail salon.
I apologize. More often than not, I try and drive out to every one of our positions that we vote on. I did not get to yours.
Okay.
You said previously that there was a daycare center there before.
Yes.
So obviously it wasn't in the same suite as you?
I believe it actually started where the suite I was at and went all the way down to the other, where the other 2 gambling things are. They were also in there as well.
And they're no longer there?
They're no longer there.
They went out of business?
Yes.
Do you currently have any experience with daycare?
I've been teaching in daycare since I've been 18. I am now 40 something. My age.
Educate me.
I started off my education at Akron U. I was there for a few years. I have taught at Cosmic Corner up in Fairlawn, the downtown Cosmic Corner. I worked with Altman Hospital in their child care center. I'm currently at Heritage Christian Preschool. I am actually finishing up my CDA for child care.
Okay, that's where I'm going with this. Not your education, educate me. Do you have to have a certain license? Do you have to be licensed by the state to run a child care center?
Yes, I do. I have to be licensed by Job and Family Services.
Yes. Okay. Familiar with that?
I also have to have a health permit
Yes.
for, making the lunches and things.
So on your road to hopefully having this daycare center, right now we're at frame 1. You're coming to us to get the permission. There's a whole bunch of stuff that has to happen after us,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like Mr. Kelly states in the fire, you've got to get it, excuse me. Okay, you've got to comply with any fire codes, you have to comply with the current Ohio building codes, and you have to work with Stark Building Department to obtain a change of use and a certificate of occupancy.
Yes.
So we're your first step on the road to Happy Daycare.
Yes.
Did you just give it a name?
Happy Daycare. Okay. The only other thing, okay, back outside in the back, is there currently a playground back there?
There is not currently a playground back there. There was there at one time, but there is not one now. There's a huge open space. The owner of the property, he had showed me where it was at one time when it was there. So he said that, that would be part of my space, that the structures, that I would be responsible for all that,
So that's in your lease? That
Yes.
space as well?
Mhm.
Then you say next to you is a dog grooming place.
Yes.
Well, I can see this now. Children coming to the daycare in the morning with a bunch of barking dogs going in the other door. Are we gonna have a problem with that? Do you-
Well, I've actually talked with the owner who's working on it. I don't think it'll be the dogs barking.
Mhm.
I think it'll be like kids.
The children
and
trying to go to
music
the
driving
dogs.
the dogs crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to get a bigger picture of it.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Anything else from the board?
Are there any issues with you being close to the gambling places?
I'm sorry, yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, relative to the state or the licensing requirements? I don't know if there's anything in our zoning code, I was looking for.
Not that I called Job and Family Services to ask them about that because I was concerned, well, actually I was concerned of 2 reasons. I was concerned about the dogs. And then I was concerned about the gambling next door to me. And they actually have a security guard. It's an off-duty Jackson, I guess, security guard that's there 24 hours. So they said as long as he was there, they didn't see it being a problem because they're not coming into our establishment and our doors have to be locked at all times, except for, like the emergency exit unlocked, but, and my plans are to, as soon as you come in the door, put like an extra security door there with a sliding so that we don't have to open the door at any time. We can slide open a window to ask them, whoever's coming in, what they're coming in for, and we don't have to let them through the other door as well.
Any other questions?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion. Whereas the applicant Stacy Ridge, 712 Duber Avenue, Southwest Canton, Ohio, and owner Helen and Gus Petrakis 4153 Street, Canton, Ohio, request a conditional use permit for a child daycare center on the property located at 3110 Whipple Avenue, Canton, Ohio, which is parcel number 52-18773. And that is a conditional use permit for a child daycare center. Whereas the applicant has appeared in person before this board at the adjudication hearing on the application, and the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals has duly considered this application pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 519.14. Now therefore be it hereby resolved by the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals to grant the following: a conditional use permit for a child daycare center.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Seems like she's met all the conditions as specified in the zoning code, which basically is the purpose for which we grant conditional use permits, as long as you meet all the requisite requirements from that standpoint. If you meet those, or if you end up violating them, they can pull the conditional use permit, but
Yes.
here's right now that you have, so. Lisa, would be my recommendation for approval.
Thank you, sir.
I agree with Mr. Souls, and I think, this is the first hoop you're going to jump through, but there's going to be many, many more before you get this accomplished. So, as Mr. Souls accurately stated, I agree with that, and I've got no problems with this first hoop. Good luck to you with the several others you're going to have to jump through.
Thank you.
Roll call vote.
Pusilides?
Yes.
Brightfield?
Yes.
Souls?
Yes.
Beck?
Yes.
Sutton?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, and best of luck to
Good luck.
you.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
You've
Thank
got
you.
some big hoops to jump through.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
There is one announcement. There is no meeting to be held in June. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second. Aye. Roll call vote.
Pusilides?
Yes.
Brightfield?
Yes.
Souls?
Yes.
Beck?
Yes.
Sutton?
Yes. Meeting is adjourned at 6:23.
You guys are full.
Mr. Chairman.